I would have to go back to '93 when the Leafs went to the conference finals, played LA, has to be my earliest memory. I think I might have been out the front of this building waiting for the guys to come in and go out so I could wave to them. I was just a huge Leaf fan. You know, go sit with my grandpa and watch Don Cherry. Growing up in this city, you're kind of, you don't have a choice. I think you have to bleed blue in this city. So that's where it all started. You know, my first cup run with Pitt, finding out the news about my mom, being sick. I think I found out right before the playoffs started. She was in the hospital and she never got out of the hospital. So I went to see her and kind of put things in perspective that, she was probably never going to get out of the hospital, which, obviously when you're told that, it's I don't think anything prepares you for that. Just managing both, playing games, worried about how mom's doing. The organization knew what was going on, and I didn't discuss it with the guys. I just only coach knew about it. So and Sully was great about it. He gave me all the time I needed to go and deal with it. But I think a lot of it was my mom pulling for me to follow my dream. And as a parent, I could see why. You want your best for your kids, and that's all she ever wanted. She didn't know much about hockey. She never once talked about the actual game other than, did you have fun? And made sure after every game I had a hot dog and a Sprite. So, that's probably one of the fondest memories I've had of my mom is, she was always, happy to watch me play until I got hurt, in the conference finals. I had a broken ankle, so now I look back at it and it was kind of bittersweet. Obviously I didn't get to play in the Cup Finals, but I got to, spend a little bit of time with my mom before she passed, which, it's crazy how things work out. Winning the Cup in San Jose, I traveled with the team and, with a broken ankle, I asked them if I could, if we did win that night, if I could, tie up my skates and go out there and celebrate with the boys. And, the rest of it's, I guess it's history. I remember just jumping on the ice and, being like, could I, it's a little bit of a step down. So I'm like trying to ginger on the ice and grabbing guys and congratulating guys. And, you're giving hugs and kisses. And I remember Sid saying, he's like, you're getting it first. And what am I going to do with this? I can't skate. I got, a whole thing or tape wrapped around my ankle. He gave it to me, and I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I have no idea why. I had to watch it and look at pictures and to know, because I was lost in the moment. It was so cool. I just I knew my mom was watching. It was pretty special. It's definitely probably the hardest trophy to win, but it's the most fun to have with it once you do it. This was amazing, I got to see my mom a little bit more, which was the right thing to happen, I think. And, the next year, the following year, I got to play in the finals and win a Stanley Cup a year later, which pretty surreal too. So the whole 2 years from, getting traded to Chicago in this off season to Pittsburgh, my life was a reflection of a hockey game. It was a bit of a roller coaster, and we're pretty fortunate to be here and to be doing what we're doing for a living. So, you got to be humble and enjoy the process.